Wait a second. Well, hey everybody. Welcome to the second edition of Some Really Good News, brought to you by your friends here at Grace Chapel. Our mission is to keep you up to date on all the good things God is doing in, through, and around Grace Chapel in these days of quarantine. I'm your host, Pastor Bryan, coming to you from our offices here at 3 Militia Drive in Lexington, where it currently is not snowing on May 17th. So that's some good news right there. Well, hey, let's get started. When it comes to really good news, it doesn't get much better than a wedding in the middle of a pandemic. Grace Chapel attenders Charles Stewart and his fiancée Kay Long had been planning their wedding for a very special day, Saturday, April 18th. The same day that Kay's parents, now in their 90s, were married 66 years ago. But what about the shutdown? Well, they decided that nothing was going to stop them. So with the help of Pastor Richard Rhodes, they had a Zoom wedding in the parking lot in front of the Grace Chapel Lexington campus, with their family and friends watching online. Kay walked in with her father. Actually, he was in the passenger seat of the car driving alongside her. All 10 guests were safely 6 feet apart, and the ceremony began. Music played from the trunk of a car. Kay's father sang, "You Are So Beautiful," and vows were exchanged. And in a reckless moment of social non-distancing, Pastor Richard Rhodes allowed Charles to kiss the bride. Congratulations, Charles and Kay. Just think of all the money you've saved. As announced a couple of weeks ago on this broadcast, we have launched a new initiative here at Grace called This is Grace. We are coming alongside 3 local agencies to serve some of our hardest hit communities here in Greater Boston. So thanks to donations by Grace Chapel folks, and in partnership with Emmanuel Gospel Center, we were able to deliver close to 5,000 diapers, 5,000 baby wipes, gloves, masks, and non-perishable food items to hard-hit families in the Chelsea neighborhood. We also have some good news from our Grace Chapel partner, the Boston Project. Paul and Glenna Malcolmus live alongside about 250 families in their Dorchester neighborhood. Many of those families are facing food needs right now. The owner of Neilio's Catering, who goes to the Lexington campus, has been donating food to these families. When we delivered the meals last week, Paul said, "Thank you so much. Our families have been through all of the food in their cupboards, and this will be a great help." The COVID-19 Response Fund has already received $30,000 in donations. We are able to use those funds to distribute to these local partners and agencies. If you'd like to learn more or volunteer or contribute, you can go to grace.org/thisisgrace. And if you see any signs of grace, be sure to post them to hashtag #thisisgrace. A little closer to home, here in Lexington, some of our folks helped to celebrate National Nurses Day on Wednesday, May 6th. They carried signs and joined in a car parade with fire engines, police cars, sirens blaring, touring around Lexington, visiting local nursing homes, assisted living facilities, and medical clinics. Thank you, medical personnel. And over in Watertown, one of our Grace Chapel attenders, Lisa Searcy, helped pull together a donation drive for the local food bank. Joined by Mary Evelyn Cesar, our Watertown worship leader, she jumped in using the power of social media to pull together donations from her network. And, well, let's just see what happened.
So I posted on the Belmont Parents Facebook page that we were collecting food for the Waltham Food Pantry, and I got a lot of responses last night, and then this morning I got double that responses. 2 carfuls full of food. So thank you, Belmont.
In the words of a well-known pastor, it looks like the church has left the building. And that's some really good news. Well, hopefully you didn't miss Mother's Day, which happened last Sunday. For a special report, let's go to Blair out in the field.
Thanks, Brian. Today I'm here with my mom. Hi, Mom.
Hi, Blair.
As you all know, we recently celebrated Mother's Day. Well, today, right now, I'm about to give my mom a gift she's been waiting for almost 32 years. We've been locked in a heated battle. It's the I love you more battle. That, ladies and gentlemen, ends today. Mom, I love you.
I love you more.
Okay. Whether your mom is your biological mom or an adoptive mom like mine is, or your mom is a dad mom, a grandma mom, an aunt mom, we compiled some social media posts celebrating moms everywhere. Take a look.
What makes mom happy?
Well, when I give her big hug! What is mom good at? Cooking.
That was awesome. Happy belated Mother's Day, everyone. And Mom, thank you so much for helping me host this. And I love you.
I love you more.
I'm sorry, no, I love you more.
Well, hey, thanks, Blair. I think. Hey, one of our own high school seniors, Jordan Vinn, made his mom really proud. Not only did he make a selfie video inspiring his fellow graduates, he ended up being featured on another good news show you may have heard something about.
Class of 2020, it's time. The SGN graduation starts right now, and we're going to kick it off just like every other graduation with our class speakers. Hit it.
In my experience, the strongest people are always those that have experienced the worst, but have come out on top anyway.
And I'll be honest, that is way better than any other class speaker I've seen, and I've seen too.
Well, congratulations, Jordan, on making it onto two extremely popular, well-hosted celebrity news shows. Way to go. And now, the feature you've all been waiting for, some really good announcements about what's happening here at Grace Chapel. In some truly good news, on April 30th, we closed our fiscal year in the black, on budget with a little bit to spare. And that after not passing the offering plate for the final 6 weeks of the year. It was your faithful and generous giving all year long and through this pandemic that enabled us to achieve that goal. So way to go, Grace Chapel, and thank you, Lord. Speaking of stewardship, on Sunday, May 31st, Grace Chapel will be offering a webinar entitled Financial Hope and Help. This live free event is designed to help you through the challenging financial times during COVID-19. Now, the webinar is free, but you need to register. You can check out our website or e-news for more information. And just when you thought it couldn't get any better than a stewardship seminar, the following Sunday, June 4th, we'll hold our annual meeting. But not just any annual meeting. This will be our first ever virtual annual meeting. This is our once-a-year opportunity to reflect on the ministry year past and to present our budget and officers for the year to come. And the really good news is that you don't have to miss lunch or stick around after church for the meeting. You can join us from the comfort at home at 4 o'clock that afternoon and even ask questions from the comfort of your easy chair. Finally, in a journalistic device that we call bookending, let's finish with another wedding story. On this very day, 40 years ago, another Grace Chapel couple tied the knot. That's right, Karen and I were married on May 17th, 1980 in Wheaton, Illinois. Now normally you'd celebrate a milestone like that with a trip to Hawaii or expensive jewelry or a night out on the town. But since we can't travel, shop, or go out to eat, it looks like we'll be taking a walk in Bedford, putting something on the grill, and then seeing what's on Netflix. But hey, after 40 years, we're good with that. Well, that's it for this edition of Some Really Good News. Remember, we're always looking for stories, so if you see or make some good news this week, we'd love to hear about it. Post it to This Is Grace and send me an email at bryan@grace.org. Who knows, you may end up being just as famous as Jordan Vinn. But remember, Jesus brought us the best news of all when he said, I have come that you might have life and have it to the full, even in a time of quarantine. So let's go out there and discover that life and then share it with the world. I'll see you next time on Some Really Good News.